Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shane Cooper, and today I wanted to speak to you about the morning routine. Now this is something that you'll hear from other YouTubers, you'll hear in books. There's a lot of gurus out there that preach a certain type of morning routine that will bring you to the next level. I've been experimenting with a morning routine for the last 5 years, and I've learned quite a few things along the way. What works, what doesn't work. I followed all the gurus in terms of what they said. You've probably heard it all before, but they speak about waking up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., working out, journaling, meditating, cold plunges. The list goes on. Sometimes this can equate to multiple hours in the morning before you actually start your workday. And I believe it depends on what you're trying to achieve as a person and ultimately what works best for you. I've gone the full spectrum and I've gone, very minimal. So for 2 years, I used to get up at 5 a.m., go for a 45-minute workout to an hour workout, come back, meditate for 20 minutes. After that, I would spend 15 minutes journaling. And I did this fairly consistently for about 2 years. After that, I would have my breakfast and then I would start working. So this whole routine would take me about 3 hours in the morning. So I'd wake up at 5 and then I'd start working at 8, maybe even 8:30. I thought this was the way that it needed to be for me to be successful. I thought I had to do all these things to become the successful entrepreneur that I wanted to be. I believe for everyone, a morning routine is going to differ depending on what works best for you. There's no secret formula that works for everyone. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. I found with adding the meditation, the journaling, those were things that really didn't bring a significant impact to my life. Maybe they will for other people, but for me, I didn't see an ROI. I didn't see a difference on the quality of my life from doing these two things consistently. So I was doing these things in the morning to bring me to a place where I was focused and centered. But what I realized is I don't necessarily need to meditate every morning. I don't need to journal every day. These are tools that you can use in your life to help you through different things. If you like doing it every day and you get good value, then it makes sense to continue it. But for me, I didn't see the difference. Maybe I wasn't doing it properly. There could always be that aspect. I just did it because I thought that's what I had to do. But ultimately, what I'm trying to get at here is it's so important to try different things. Try meditating for a month. Try it for a couple months. So it takes quite some time to actually develop these habits and make them a normal part of your life. But it's important if you're not at a place where you're happy with your morning routine, you're not in a good mood to start working, then it's important to maybe step back, try a few different things, see what works for you and what you enjoy doing. Because the main goal is to be in the best headspace and to be the most productive to start your workday. So if doing all these things isn't producing that for you or it isn't working, then it's probably better to start eliminating things or adding things. It may take some time. I mean, these habits, I believe to develop a habit, it takes anywhere from 28 days to about a year. So you try something for a week and you're like, oh, this isn't working. For the most part, you have to stick with these things to actually see some return on them, for them to work for you. That's just my 2 cents on the morning routine. I think it's ultimately different for everyone, and I believe everyone has to take their own path to discovering what works for them. The key things I think are important are getting some movement in, some form of reflection, whether that's mentally, whether you're writing it down, whether you're speaking with your partner. It's important to have some reflection on what you're doing today or what happened the previous days. To sum it all up, it's very important for you to find the things to do in the morning that work for you. There's no secret formula to it. This is just something that's going to be unique to each person. Now, what I've found that works for me is that I work out in the morning. I get up relatively early, around 5:30 or 6. I go to the gym or I work out from home. I come back, I have my breakfast. Just by spending that amount of time, it allows me to be in the right headspace to start working. Also, in that case, I'm not spending multiple hours in the morning like I was before. Going from 3 hours that I spent in the mornings to an hour and a half or so. And that is what works best for me. So take this with a grain of salt. It's important to try different things and ultimately see what works for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Shane Cooper and this is my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video on the morning routine.